Alright, so I'm back with more Bayonetta 2. We just started yesterday. This is not a first time playthrough, this is not a speed run. Just what I'm doing for the holidays, because this whole game takes place around the Christmas area. I figured it made a good place to slot in, especially since we just did Bayonetta 1 for Halloween. So, that's our ultimate goal here, is just a nice little romp through this game again. That being said, we left off yesterday, having finished Chapter 3, The Gates to Paradise. We're up to Chapter 4, The Two Meet. So if you're me, you're going to lean back in the bungee chair and get going. You're going to check your character settings to see if there's any new costumes you want to equip. I'll give the Chernobog a chance. I don't really use it a ton. Better to use it early on in stages where I'm not going to be struggling too much. Oops. Keep doing that. And enter the nuke. Well, Nuke, all you missed was my little intro and the fact that I'm about to pick a costume, and that's it. Haven't started Chapter 4 yet. Let's see, how about... Hunger, BRB, okay. Alright, if I were a costume, what would I want to be? I suppose this time we'd give it to Princess Peach. Classic.
You've got the right eye for talent.
Sorry if you can hear me chewing gum, I don't know how much that's coming across in the stream. I just needed a little something. Here comes Chapter 4. Actually, have I ever used this weapon?
Huh? What? Oh, shit! The fuck was that? Wait, who the fuck are you?
Hey, you're the pervert staring at Bayonetta's tits all the time. You really need to learn how to talk to a lady.
Hey, I am no... Wait, how did...
No time for this, mate. Where's the mountain? Where's Fimbulventr?
You can't see it, it's right there.
Hey, kid! What the hell was that? Kids these days. Huh.
That famous Luga grappling hook. And that infamous Lumen Sage lurking in the background. And then there's Princess Peach.
So much for a cat always landing on his feet, Cheshire.
Well, here's what remains of Noah-tune after all the attacks that we have gone through. I'm just gonna panther my way across some rooftops here. You get this little side path for those who like to explore. Again, I'm really not gonna be going around collecting too much because with how much I played this game when I first played it, I'm quite full in the way of collectible. Oh, we actually got a new enemy, Fidelity. Meeting all your tentacle needs.
Got you.
That actually reminds me of one of the robots in the first Xenoblade game, and that's a very early robot, so not really any spoilers, and I'm not going to say anything else about it, so definitely knows. I love how it said, press Y to open the door, and what it really meant was, press Y to knock down the whole tower. Ah yes, with the power of the moonlight, the Umbra witches can stick to walls. Maybe the Chernabog is the most OP weapon in the game. I should use this giant set of claws more often. Oh man, less than a week till my birthday, am I right? Let's see how this thing does against the huge guy. Nuke, to catch you up. You know that giant monster that destroyed the bridge at the end of the last stream? Well, Bayonetta and Loki fell off of it. Loki landed on Luca's face. They chatted for a bit, and Luca's like, who the heck are you? Why are you hanging around Bayonetta? And Loki's all like, oh, you're Luca. You're that guy who's constantly staring at her boobs. Except his word choice was a little more spot on. And Luca grappling hooked out of there, and Loki's on the run from these monsters like usual, and now I'm beating him up. And where is Keeper? If you're a keen observer, you may notice that absolutely none of the summons that we've used in this game, besides that first one, are ones from the first game.
No time. I have to get to Fimbulventr.
Because it's assumed that since that first one got evilized, that so did the rest, and so that's their excuse for having all new climax summons in the game.
What is on the mountain? My head feels like it's gonna burst. I have to get to that mountain.
Yes, Fimbulventr.
Shit! What was that?
Only your worst night. Or not.
Nice mask, mate. Headed to that witch's party. Not the best costume I've ever seen, but she doesn't seem like the picky type. Just don't get
No, don't be ridiculous. This game doesn't get that realistic.
So you are going to her party. Quite the popular one, isn't she? Sorry, mate, but I haven't the fucking slightest. Haven't seen her in ages. Besides, even if I knew, she and I have a special.
You see this crap that he's trying to pull?
Then this will be all the easier.
Shit.
Onwards we go. Man, remember my chainsaws? I mean, it's only been a day. Top entrance if you want it. We're gonna move on. Now those two humans were having a romantic time, and then we entered this optional battle against these two guys. You want to try and use torture attacks on guys that are going to give you more trouble and have more health, because torture attacks will instantly finish them. Also keep an eye out for opportunities to counter. They just kind of pop up. The heel is mightier than the sword, they say.
You! What kind of adult picks on little children?
I'm not a child.
A mask? Let me guess. This is one of your assistants, little one?
Nothing comes to mind, love. Sorry. Maybe you've got something you'd like to tell me, love. I'm not a fan of getting wrapped up in domestic disputes.
Trust me, little one. He's not my type.
What is this time wizardry?
Oh my. You're a Lumen Sage.
Was that not obvious from the clothing? It seems pretty obvious from the clothing.
So close.
Well, you know what they say, nothing takes out a good Lumen Sage like a chainsaw. He does put up quite a bit of a fight. You do have to be careful. Oh, and then he pulls this crap. Fine, you want to pull a dragon out of your ass, then so can we. Except we'll pull it out of our hair. How's that? So our dragons are going to battle in the background, and we're going to keep up our one-on-one here. But you do have to dodge attacks from his dragons, too. It's quite the scene.
Is that all you've got?
I gotta watch my health.
Is that all you've got? So close.
Dun, dun. Getting ready because I know there's gonna be a quick time event during this fight, and I'm trying to make sure I am mentally prepared to switch into button mashing mode. He has a way of getting you up in the air and locking you into a small combo. It's not very fun to play when you're stuck in that position, but you can try to avoid it. Here comes the button mashing. Or not. Oh no, we're just switching to side. No, wait. This is... No, never mind. I swear there's a button mashing segment with the summons at some point. Just trying to keep my eye out. Also, more flying. It's almost down to his final health bar. Rip piece your frame. Oh, the stream is... Okay, hold on, I paused the game. Let's help the stream recover. Maybe if I do this... Okay, let's see. I think it has stabilized. We should be able to get back to the battle now. Alright, half of a health bar left. Okay, this is where we're button match, right? Oh no! Okay, it's not button mashing, it's actually fighting as the summon. They do still have to dodge his summon. Here's what I was thinking of. And that's the end of chapter 4.
That performance might make the back page of the classified.
Get the Luca Award. Now that does bring us to the next one, the Cathedral of Cascades. Let's... I think I'm just gonna go standard guns, but I'll switch one to handgun. At least for my A set, and my B set just, you know, has the, chainsaws, of course. But this time, let's pair up the chainsaw with the turnabout. And, we're essentially going to a temple, so I suppose Link makes enough sense. Link walking around with chainsaws on his boots. Fun to imagine. Again with this crap he's trying to pull. Oh, we have a new power, and I technically could have used this in the first level, but I didn't want to spoil that. We have the Panther from the first game, the Crow from the first game, and now the Snake. This is how you move in water, without taking a million years.
Why did you have to go and do that, little one? Wake up. Damn it. Wake up! Enough jokes. Wake up!
I see you smiling.
Love, you can't let kids' jokes make you that mad.
And what about you? Do you really think it's safe to play dead with someone who can make you dead?
Men like to gamble, love.
Risking everything for nothing. Seems about right. I know another little boy, just like that.
His name
Sounds
is
like my
Luca.
kind of guy. Maybe a bit of a pervert, though.
Yeah, that's what he called him earlier, Newt.
Let's go. We're almost to the cathedral.
Because the cathedral is just another stepping stone on the way to Fimbulventr. So we take our chainsaws and our new snake powers and... Now this is actually a dual stick control setup, where you use the right stick to control vertical and the left stick to control horizontal. And you get totally free three-dimensional movement that way. I gotta say, I enjoy it. It makes underwater sections not terrible. And if you had that kind of control in the flying segments, I'd probably really like it. But you don't. Sorry if you briefly heard my phone ring there, but I assure you there was no one there. Oh yeah, snake's not the first thing that comes to mind when it comes to underwater movement, but it works. There's a chest down there, but like I've said, I don't need it. If you press the B button, you can do a bit of a dash, but that's hard to do when you're using two sticks at once. So generally, you're probably only going to dash when you're lined up with where you want to be. Yes, I know sea serpents are a thing. It's just not the first thing that comes to mind for underwater, you know? Top entrance if you want it.
Here we are.
Time for Bayonetta's usual pole routine. When pole dancing is how you save the world. That's Bayonetta in a nutshell. It's also how we fixed the bridge that got broken earlier. Now we've actually got a new enemy from hell. This is Pain. I am Pain.
Infernal? They don't look like your kind of normal attention. A friend, love?
I think my friends and I might have had a falling out. Why would Infernals be after me?
Something's up. The balance of powers that keep things in check don't feel right, does it?
Good to know some of you are keeping your part of the contract. Let's do this.
So even Bayonetta, at this point in the story, is not currently sure why the residents of Hell are after her in this game, but right now they are, and we gotta deal with it.
Is that all you've got? Bingo! So close. Got you.
How's that for a combo? Unicorn! I don't know if you're familiar with Pokemon at all, but this summon reminds me of Keldeo. Like, what if Keldeo was actually a hellish demon? Then you'd get that summon. Sure, I'll pick up its weapon. It's not every day you get weapons from hell. But it's good thing that room filled up with water so that we could get here.
This is it! The bridge to the heavens should be right above us.
Are you sure?
Another walking cutscene.
Not really.
Not really, huh? But you're right. This is it. Call it a woman's intuition.
Women's intuition. What kind of silly comic book shit is that? You still don't know a thing about me.
Let's just say I have plenty of experience.
Alright, so just to be clear, I've never 100% completed this game. I've just beaten all the chapters on normal and bought all the weapons from the shop. I'm just talking about this giant set of saw blade gears on my back right now. I picked it up from the enemy. And those weapons have durability. They will eventually break, and I'll have to go back to my regular weapons, but they can be fun little diversions whenever you pick them up after they drop them. And that was in the first game, too.
Can't let the girls know you've
Just
got
that
a
from the
heart.
first game, you were only fighting angels. Now you're fighting angels and demons.
That's all the sense you
And you can
need.
get some demonic weapons.
Just believe. That's what I did.
Bayonetta.
Yeah, see, there's a meter on the left of the screen right now that shows how long this weapon will last. Muspelheim challenge if you want it. I'm gonna keep going.
I think I remember this.
Huh?
You know, it's a little uncanny how Bayonetta had amnesia in the first game and now Loki's the one with amnesia. So, I mean, you know for sure that there's gonna be some character who gets amnesia in Bayonetta 3 when that comes out. Oh wait, here go the frames. Okay, that was only a brief second, never mind. Oh hey, it's that guy.
You again?
Oh, hey. Mouthy brat kid.
There you go, he's a mouthy brat kid. That answered your question,
You're
Duke.
acquainted.
How did you get here?
I'm the great Luka. Luca. I didn't go through all these ridiculous ordeals to just randomly show up in opportune places, you know.
Really? It sure seems that way.
Risking everything for nothing. Told you I knew someone just like that. So, what are you after this time?
Oh, loads of stuff. For instance, I found this really great place for seafood. They do an amazing sardine meuniere. But more importantly, I'm investigating an old Noah Toon story known as The Legend of Aesir.
Aesir.
The Legend of Aesir?
Aesir.
And this fairy tale is...
Actually, this might have something to do with you, Bayonetta.
You don't say.
Doesn't
The
everything
Legend
have
of
to do with
Aesir.
Bayonetta?
A legend from the dawn of time.
Fighting angels, Bayonetta.
Nobody
Fighting
knows where
demons,
the world came
Bayonetta. Paying your
from. A
taxes,
struggle caused the
Bayonetta.
trinity of realities to be split into 3 realms. Light, darkness, and chaos. Obviously, our world was the one born from chaos. The 3 worlds all needed rulers. Most of all, ours. And the one that ruled the chaos became known as Aesir. Aesir spent the first eternity quietly looking upon the earth from his holy mountain. Where we only
Like a
see
monk?
reality and make it match our rules of the world, Aesir saw through reality, and those visions became our world. These observations
through
became Aesir's
reality.
power.
That's not some sort of
Aesir's eyes
tagline.
were truly the eyes that created the world. However, Aesir pitied the humans for their naivete and lack of free will, so the power he wielded was split into 2 equal halves, and entrusted each to humanity's instincts. The right eye of light, and the left eye of darkness. By dividing the power of the
Well,
eyes
Nick,
of
the only
Aesir,
real way to see if your
humans
theory
gained
holds
free
true
will.
is to keep on
They could
keeping
now
on with the
choose.
game. It could be, or it might not be.
with control of the eyes of the world, the eyes that determine destiny.
Now, the game certainly has
Humans
given you
could
enough
choose their
evidence
own
with the
path.
fact that he was
They
clenching
awoke
his
to their own
head at the
identities.
mention of Aesir's name, that there's at least some
Man was but a
relation
reed,
there.
the most feeble thing in nature, but now we were thinking reeds. And we took our first big step towards grand prosperity. The inheritors of the eyes of Aesir.
Now, I'm pretty sure
granted the
Aesir is new
power
to
of
this
creation.
game. In the first game, the final boss was Jubileus.
That's right. The eyes of the world. Controlled
But
by
the eyes of the world were
sage.
definitely in the first game, because
witch.
we're one of them.
The eyes of the world?
However, the influence of the right eye, the one controlled by the sages,
You know, that one that we beat up in the
left
first
this
game,
world forever with the death of the final sage.
that being Baldur. Yeah, that guy who tried to kidnap our younger
Natural
self,
disasters
we
that are
kind of
occurring
murdered
right
him.
now have something to do with the loss of the right eye? And what will happen to our planet? Those are the truths I'm after. And the truth will always be the truth. So if the truth is here, then so am I. And I think the key to that truth is that mountain, Fimbulventr.
I told you they're gonna keep saying
How
Fimbulventr.
do you find these things?
I've done my homework.
On Fimbulventr.
Would you expect anything less
From Fimbulventr.
the marvelous?
The Fimbulventr, marvelous Fimbulventr, magnificent Fimbulventr, magnanimous. Fimbulventr!
Bayonetta, get on!
Hey look, we're riding Loki's balls. I mean, what? Let's use the demon weapon. It lasted for one shot.
So close.
Get back here. Alright, now... One left. He's tortured. How is the guy who buffs the other enemy? How you doing? I'll just pick up this angel weapon, in case I feel like using it. OBS, what's wrong with you today? Maybe if I do this. Trying to fix it. Yeah, we should be back in a second. Alright. Yeah, OBS has just been a little weird. Alright, we have a clip that I'm gonna check out. Wait, where's the other one? Take me back to the clip that he made. Good choice of clip, nope.
Shit! We're not going to make it!
Tenth month powers activate! Badass witch powers activate!
luck. I don't have time for this.
So I'm actually controlling Loki for this segment.
See ya. Crap! Nothing's working.
Just kind of on the run, occasionally firing off energy when we can. And you still want to dodge roll, because you do have a health bar up there.
That was easy. There. If I can just do something about that. Come on!
And don't get too used to playable Loki, it's a very small section. You know what I mean? We're back to Bayonetta. Flash Link. So, Noob, remember the guys you mentioned the other day who'd be weak to fire and ice? Oh, you got this guy with the burning hands that'd be weak to ice, and that guy with the ice hands is gonna be weak to fire. So if you're using the Undine weapon, this is a good place to use them. I don't think I have them equipped right now, though, so I can't show that off. But I just pointed out that this is where you start seeing those elemental weaknesses.
So close.
What's this angel weapon do? Alright, I got 2 uses out of that giant sphere. Also, here's me using my crow powers and attacking them. Almost done with Mr. Ice. And Umring Climax will finish him. Reduced to rupees, how's it feel? Shot in the knee, how's it feel?
So close. Excellent.
And here comes headache number 652. Although after falling off this cathedral, that head would hurt a lot more. But oh wait, Bayonetta doesn't do deaths.
Let's go.
They always get out of it somehow. And we end Chapter 5 in the same place we ended Chapter 2, right at the beginning of this bridge.
That performance might make the back page.
Will we ever make it across that bridge? Who knows? Something else is probably just about to destroy it, and then we'll climb back up here again. What if the whole game was just climbing back up to this bridge, time after time? No, you won't. The game doesn't have an end. Oh, are my frames going down again? I'm gonna put the Undine back on just in case we run into more elemental enemies. Let's see, do I like blue or red or white? I guess I'll go with the dress.
Oh, you want to play with Bayonetta?
You'll never get up that bridge, ever! Well, this chapter is called The Bridge to the Heaven. Quickly before it disappears again. It disappeared again! No, no one shall ever reach Fimbulventr. It's Mr. Head Sword again.
New model then. I hope this one lasts a little bit longer.
He's got the spinner from Twilight Princess.
Saying that's just going to make me take him there. After I've taken care of my business, of course. So close.
His shield is... That's true, Nuke. I hadn't thought about that, but when you say it like that, you're absolutely right. That is the least practical enemy design I've ever seen. I mean, when his head was on his sword, at least that was the thing that was attacking you.
Got you.
Maybe he figures his sword will do the protecting for him.
Is that all you've got? So close.
He's down to his last health bar. Yeah, dodged his little spiral attack. That's neat. His head is being reduced pretty significantly. And yet the people in heaven just keep giving him a new one.
Is that all you've got?
Now I have to counter his attacks for the final thing, because you have to finish him off with a climax. Here we go. Underwater climax.
I don't think you'll be able to get a new one of those.
That's what they all say, buddy. That was actually the entire chapter.
That performance
Just beating that guy up again apparently warranted its own chapter. Oh, I just realized where we're going. Yeah, she was like, no, that is ironic. Ironic indeed. Anyway, for this one, let's... Considering where we're going, I'm actually gonna go with the default on this. Alright, well, with his last moments before he was dragged to hell, he opened up some sort of rift, right? And we fell down it. Time to see where that takes us in the arc.
Another failure. These pawns can no longer serve my purposes.
Ooh, new galactic guy.
Power must be held in my own hands to truly be attained.
Who the hell was that?
Shit! Why am I the only one sucking the drink? Where are we?
Further from the mountain than we started, that's for sure.
Ha ha.
I feel like I've seen this place before. At last, you stand before me.
Dude, what are you saying about my mom?
This is not your world, and you should not be in it. What was once one must be one once again. You must be 10 to 11.
Little one, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, love. Now I'm sure I've seen this room before. If you're still trying to go to hell, Bayonetta, I might know the shortcut.
Oh?
I'm remembering what I really am.
Not checking in with Rodan and Jean, are we?
Bayonetta, you better start creating miracles.
So, Mr. Shieldhead guy at least found us a transport. But one that's gonna help us run into Insidious.
Well, you were right about the shortcut. But I think they've sent a welcoming party. Is that all you've got?
They want to wait until the game gets you up close and personal with these eyeballs. Watch out for when they try to close on you. Also watch out for when these tentacles try to strike you. In more ways than one. And with lasers. Guys, a very comprehensive design, to say the least.
So close. Excellent. Almost.
And eventually daze the eye and then punish it by having your summon rip it open. So you move on to the next one. I used to be way better at timing those tentacles ones. This'll just keep coming. The moral of the story is be ready to dodge stuff. I got switch time on that one. And that one. Alright, back to dodging missiles. Okay, so there's no helping that. You're gonna get pulled in. You gotta button match your way out. It's one of those things that you do in Bayonetta.
Is that all you've got?
Almost finished off. A couple more hits. And the climax. Yeah, rip that eye out. They got a giant laser beam, and then Loki's all like, nah, we also have a giant laser beam, and when you button match, stuff happens.
Little one, where are you?
We are inside one of the Insidious. We can collect materials out of its insides if we really want to. A nice shade of purple they got here. New spawn from hell. Hatred. Waiting for an opportunity to dodge. There we go. So whenever Bayonetta beats a group of angels, she blows a kiss to open the gate. Whenever she beats a group of demons, she fires bullets in the shape of a heart. It's a nice little touch.
Almost.
These guys have attacks that can actually force their own witch time instead of ours. Because they are from hell. Bayonetta's powers are contracted from hell, so they come from the same source.
Little one.
Getting more creative with your counterattacks, are ya?
Any better, I'd say you were the most persistent stalker I've met yet.
Nah, that's still Luca. Also, they are inside a giant creature right now, and it is clearly doing a lot of internal bleeding here.
And here I thought I was your type. I guess I had you all wrong.
Step away, Umbra Witch. This is not your fight.
Actually, it is. Is that all you've got?
Now, I know we fought earlier on the stream, but hey, let's do it again. This time inside a giant demon. Surrounded by a river of blood. He has a lot of the same powers we do, which makes him a worthy opponent. Round 2 is right now. Once again, we both have our summon. I actually missed an opportunity to counter there. It popped up for a second that I could, but... Sometimes when he gets you in a combo, he really gets you in a combo. I missed my counter again.
Is that all you've got?
Okay, this time I hit the counter event. For doing that, I send him into my summon. Button mash for extra damage. That is a good chunk of damage that you do there, so hitting quick time events is good.
So
And here comes the giant missile! That creature cannot be comfortable with everything that's going on inside it right now. I almost feel bad for it, but it did swallow us. It should have known better.
little one. The right eye.
I really do like that chapter. It offers two very nice battles at the beginning and end. A lot more substantial than, say, the chapters where it's just the one boss and you're not even sure if it's a boss. Alright, bit of a shorter one, but I don't want to risk too many more frame problems that we had earlier. And we did get through chapters 4, 5, 6, and 7. That is a solid 4 chapters down at this point. And let me tell you, we're nearly halfway through the game. So, a bit of a shorter one, I know, but thanks, Nuke, for coming out, and anyone else who happened to be watching. I'm going to be picking up this game again on Monday night, so... Nuke, it's true, but when I'm looking at OBS, it tells me the overall stability of the stream, and when you were saying that you had frame drops and that the stream died, so was the program, so I guarantee it wasn't just you tonight. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind just in case OBS ever tells me that I'm not dropping frames, but since it agreed with you, yeah, it definitely was worth pausing the game and waiting for it to fix itself. So anyway, we'll pick it up with Chapter 8 on Monday night. And until then, I'll see you another time, another stream. Nothing tomorrow, but more of this on Monday. I'll see some of you then. If not, this will go on YouTube no matter what. And have a good night. Happy holidays with Bayonetta. Alright. Thanks for the early birthday, but, you know, I'll be streaming on my actual birthday, too. Bye.